Good morning, guys. So I wanted to pop on this morning because today I am going to go take my HSG test. So in just a few minutes, we're gonna leave the house and we're gonna go to a radiology center and they will do the HSG test. So basically what this is looking for is looking for my fallopian tubes. And so they have you lay on a table and put some dye in you or contrast, and they see if it spills out of your fallopian tubes. So that is what's going on today. I will try to film some of the process if I can, maybe the room, maybe what we're seeing. Hey guys, so I have just gotten home from my HSG test. It's been a few hours since I've gotten it, and I wanted to give you guys a quick little update on how it went. So I arrived to the place where I got it done. All they do is like x-rays and MRIs and things like that here. It's a South Texas Radiology type of place. Yep, that. And so I went to get it done this morning. And I want to report that it wasn't as bad as I was thinking. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, I've read a lot of blogs, and to be honest, it wasn't terrible. I'll just really quickly describe what I went through. So they did let me know that my husband could not come into the room with me, which was a little sad for me. I was really nervous and looking forward to having him join me. So I went back into the room. They had me change out of my bottoms and they had me put a gown on, and I went into the room where they did the test, and they had me lay down on a table. The nurse explained everything to me. She laid out all the tools and told me what they were for. One surprise for me was that the catheter was super small. Like, I was expecting it to be kind of big, but to give you guys an idea, it was about the size of this Q-tip, like around, like not the tip, but like the Q-tip part. It was really small, and so that was very shocking. She also showed me the balloon that they would be inserting into me. And so it was about the size, maybe a little smaller than this top of this makeup brush, the balloon that they blow up into you. So that was surprising as well. So as soon as she showed me everything, the doctor came in and we got started. The first thing he did was put the clamp in, but before he did that, they had me like scooch my butt all the way to the end of the table, put my feet in this really weird, awkward position, and then he put the scary metal clamp in. So this for me was probably the worst part. It pinched really bad. It was too big for me. And that was just probably the most uncomfortable part and painful part, was when it was kind of pinching. After that, he took some like gauze and some soap and cleaned my cervix. And then he inserted the little catheter. And this part up into the catheter was like, I could tell it was going on. It was uncomfortable, but it didn't hurt at all. As he was putting in the catheter, I could again tell that there was something going on, but I wasn't in like pain. At that point, he blew up the balloon with the catheter. I believe he did it with a catheter. And this was when I started experiencing just a little bit of pain. The balloon felt a lot bigger than it actually was. And it did not feel good. It felt like the worst type of period cramp, but very controlled. So I felt cramping, achiness, and that was just very uncomfortable for me. Then he inserted the dye, and I did not feel this really at all. I wasn't aware that it was happening other than him telling me, and the fact that I could feel it kind of really cold through the catheter. You could tell like the catheter's temperature changed a lot. At this point, he had me scooch back on the table so that they could get me under the x-ray machine, and they started taking the x-ray. They had me move to my left side and to my right side, and none of this was painful at all. I didn't have any discomfort during this time other than that mild cramping. And then he deflated the balloon, took everything out, removed that, removed the catheter, and I was done. He let me know that my tubes were not blocked, which was great news, and I was good to go and that they'd send the stuff over that evening. So all in all, would I say this was completely like fun in the park? No. But was it absolutely terrifying, painful, scary? No, it wasn't that. And I would do it again if I needed to without any hesitation this time. So guys, if you're going through this, just know that your experience might be different than mine, but I would say we probably build it up to a lot worse than it is in our heads. And it's a 5 to 10 minute procedure that we can get through. So I hope that helps if you're going in for your HSG test or thinking about it in the future. I will see you guys later. Have a great week. Bye.